Hey there Aries, I'm EllaAradia and welcome to your November 2025 Psychic Tarot reading. This reading is for my Aries fire signs, where we'll be exploring the overall energies and themes for the month ahead, as well as taking a deeper dive into how these might be playing out for you in your life. This is a general reading. It's going to resonate a little bit differently for all of you. What I do find though is there's always a shared theme that runs through the collective of all of you Aries signs. So take what feels aligned to you and just leave the rest. And before we jump in, I just want to say a big thank you to all of you who are supporting my channel by liking and subscribing. So if you enjoy this reading and you haven't already done that, please do. It helps the channel out a lot. It doesn't cost anything to subscribe, and then you can get notified when the next videos are up. So Aries, let's jump in. So I always like to just tune into the energies first, Aries, before I start pulling cards. I'm feeling like this really big energy of creative potential. That's you're right at the beginning of this, because what I'm seeing is, plans being made, inspirations, downloads coming through, things being put in place, planning for the future. And when I look back at your recent past, I feel a significant chapter has just recently come to a close, and you're stepping into some kind of whole new beginning here. What I'm feeling around you is also these energies of conflict, and this could be manifesting in family, friend circles, or it could be your connection. It feels like more than one person to me though, as what I'm seeing is, arguments, dramas, disagreements, and harsh words that are being spoken. And for me it feels like whoever these people are, they are people that you love and care about, and it's difficult to sometimes not take that energy on. Sometimes we want to try and help and fix, and sometimes it can start to kind of weigh heavy on us. And, there is a caution here around looking after your energy, Aries, right now, because moving forwards, what I keep feeling is, it's really important to have the right people and the right energy around you, because you are in, this point of this very, very potent, powerful energy of creation, and it's so important how you move forwards into this, Aries. So with your overall energies, the Page of Cups, so some kind of creative new beginning. For some of you, an offer that has come in. And for others, this is also a new emotional beginning inside of yourself. This is you showing up in a new version of yourself, coming out of perhaps a difficult time, a challenging chapter that's come to a close, but learning and growing from that, and moving into some kind of new beginning inside of yourself. And what lies in your recent past, the Knight of Wands. Your current energies, the Seven of Cups. And this is all this energy of potential that I'm sensing around you right now. Looking at possibilities, options. And for some of you, this is some kind of new opportunity that has come in, and it definitely feels like something related to your heart. and really following your heart on this energy of inspiration. So for some of you, this is going to be aligned with, you know, perhaps stepping into your soul purpose, your life purpose in some way. Your feelings towards your situation. Seven of Swords. And very often, you know, this is seen as a little bit of a negative card because it can represent deception and somebody, you know, sneaking around, you know, behind the scenes. But it's also about how you navigate a situation. It's a card of strategy. And I actually feel like in your case, Aries, this is more about, you know, you being in this planning stage and planting those seeds, putting things into place, you know, for the future, and really kind of navigating your situation. Because with the Seven of Cups there, you know, each cup has something different. You know, it's a card of options, of potential. And at some point, you know, an action needs to be taken on one of these potentials in order for it to actually manifest. Otherwise, you know, it just stays as a dream. Let's just look at your challenge here. The challenge is the Lovers, some kind of choice that needs to be made. And, you know, it's not just a card about love, you know, it's a card of choice, and it's about making decisions which, you know, are truly aligned with your core values and your heart here, Aries. And with this in the feelings position, it can sometimes indicate trust issues when there is perhaps a lack of trust. Because I'm definitely feeling that, you know, some kind of new offer or opportunity has just come into your life. Maybe more than one. Maybe that's why we're seeing this Seven of Cups. There might be more than one offer. And it's still something that you are, you know, navigating your way through and looking at, you know, what is best for you. But with the Lovers in the challenge position, you know, I feel like maybe you are a little bit stuck in your head, and the invitation here is more about getting into your heart and listening to what your heart is saying in this situation. Because swords represent, you know, our mental landscape. It's about our beliefs and our thoughts. And in your hidden influence, we have the Four of Cups. And that's you, Aries, I feel. And there is this cup, this offer, something that's being given to you. Now, for some of you, this could be a new offer of love. It can also relate to, you know, your relationship and love areas of your life. As, you know, the theme is the same. It can just show up differently in different areas of our lives in slightly different ways, but it's always the same theme. And what I'm feeling very strongly here is it's about you looking after you. You know, your needs, staying true to your values, staying true to your truth, and making a decision which, you know, comes from the heart, moving forwards, because there is something that's being offered here. Whether that is a creative opportunity or that's actually a cup of love. And it's all about, I feel, letting your heart guide here, Aries, and really trusting that. And, you know, this lack of trust, I feel for many of you may have come from your past experiences, you know, whatever it is that has recently come to a close, because it does feel that, you know, it was something that was a difficult or challenging time that may have broken your trust in others or in life. And that's why there is this difficulty, you know, with the lovers here in the challenge position to kind of connect, you know, to those heart energies and listen to your heart. Because it's about trusting perhaps a different guidance in yourself here moving forwards. So with your advice from the universe, the King of Cups, emotional mastery, wisdom, emotional balance, looking after your inner emotional world in all of this, taking care of your emotional needs. And for those of you that this does relate to love, you know, this may be the person that is offering this cup to you right now. And the challenge is, you know, taking it, embracing it. Because the King of Cups is, you know, an energy that has the capacity to connect very deeply emotionally. And, you know, there is that safe container for your emotions to be held, that emotional support. And someone who can really connect with you on that level. So what lies in your outcome, we have the Hermit. So taking a moment to just take a pause, go within, and, you know, really connect to your inner wisdom at this time, Aries. The Hermit is, you know, an energy which has had a lot of life experience, has learned a lot from those experiences. There's been a lot of wisdom that's been gained. And even though, you know, perhaps the destination is not clear just yet here, you know, this in the outcome position is just a reminder to, you know, use your inner wisdom to carry you forwards and really just trust, you know, your heart, your soul is leading you in the right direction here, you know, and sometimes that can be a little bit challenging. And, you know, we only see so far ahead. But the more you walk down this path, you know, the more the path is illuminated for you. And it really is about just, you know, using that guidance, using your wisdom to really carry you forwards into this next chapter. And looking after your needs and your energy along the way. Even if that involves, you know, sometimes taking a little step back from, you know, other people's problems or issues or, you know, those kind of energies of drama or conflict. And, you know, really looking after yourself right now, because this is what the Lovers is all about. It's not about what other people want or what other people want for you. It's about you doing what's right for you here, Aries, moving forwards. So I'm going to leave it there. If this reading resonated, let me know in the comments below. I'd love to hear from you. And as always, no matter what comes through in a reading, moving forwards, always trust what feels right for you. So thanks so much for being here, Aries, and I wish you a great month ahead.